everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a deep dive into something pretty interesting, CallFluent AI.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and we actually got a video review and demo of it, and it looks like it could be a game changer.
Awesome.
It tackles these language barriers that people come across when trying to communicate.
Yeah, for sure.
So that frustration of not being able to understand someone just disappears.
Like magic?
Exactly.
Sounds promising.
So what do you think? Is this the real deal?
It seems like it's definitely tackling a problem that a lot of businesses face.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they lose so many sales
Yeah.
and customer satisfaction just dips.
Right.
All because of communication issues.
Yep.
So if this CallFluent AI can actually bridge that gap like they show in the video,
Yeah.
it could be a big win.
Totally. And you know what really struck me was in that demo, how smooth the conversation flowed. I mean, they called it magic.
Right.
And it's not actually magic, I know,
Uh-huh.
but it's pretty darn close.
Yeah, it's really impressive.
And did you catch how many languages it can handle?
Let me think.
It was over 50, I think.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah. And then they also talked about how it can integrate with these popular CRM systems.
Yeah.
What are CRM systems, by the way?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I feel like some people might not be familiar with that.
CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management.
Okay.
And it's basically a tool that businesses use to manage all their interactions with customers.
Okay.
Like all the data communication, sales activity, all that stuff.
So it's like a one-stop shop.
Yeah, think of it like a central hub for everything customer related.
Gotcha.
So if CallFluent can integrate with systems like Salesforce or Zendesk,
Oh, yeah.
that would be huge for businesses.
Totally. Especially those that are already using those platforms.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It would just make things so much more efficient.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So it's like having this universal translator
Uh-huh.
plugged right into your customer relationship management system. And speaking of efficiency, the CEO in that video said that CallFluent AI helped them cut response times by 70%.
Wow.
And they saved like $200,000.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that's not just small change.
No, not at all.
So that really shows you the potential return on investment here.
For sure.
Imagine serving customers so much faster,
Yeah.
more efficiently, no matter what language they speak.
It's game changer.
It could be a total game changer, especially for global businesses.
Absolutely.
It's like opening up a whole new world of possibilities.
Yeah.
But let's get down to the nitty-gritty here.
Okay.
The video mentioned it takes about 30 minutes to set up,
Okay.
and it costs $99 a month. Is that something that would maybe deter people?
It's definitely something to consider.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you compare that cost to the potential savings
Right. Yeah.
and the increase in efficiency, it might be worth it. Plus, they offer a free trial.
Oh, that's awesome.
So businesses can try it out before they commit.
So you can experience the magic firsthand. But it makes you wonder, how does this thing actually work?
That's a great question.
They mentioned in the video they use a neural network.
Right.
What does that even mean?
It's pretty complex.
Yeah, I bet.
But basically, a neural network is a computer system
Okay.
that's modeled after the human brain.
Oh, wow.
It learns from massive amounts of data
Okay.
and then can make predictions, or in this case, translate languages.
Like instantly.
Yeah, in real time.
That's so cool.
It's really fascinating stuff.
So it's not magic, but it's some pretty advanced technology.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, are there any limitations, though, to this kind of real-time translation?
That's a good point.
Can it really capture all the little nuances of language?
Yeah, I think that's an important thing to consider
Yeah.
because, AI has come a long way.
Yeah,
But language is really complex.
it is.
There are all these subtle things, cultural contexts, even humor,
Uh-huh.
that can be hard to translate accurately.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to translate a pun
Oh,
or a sarcastic joke.
right.
It might not come across the same way.
Totally different meaning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So CallFluent AI can be an amazing tool,
Yeah.
but it's important to keep in mind that it has limitations.
Right.
It's about using it to help human interaction,
Right.
not replace it.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's about finding that balance,
Yeah,
leveraging the technology, but still keeping that human element.
absolutely.
I'm curious to hear more about how this might impact businesses on a larger scale.
Well, think about it this way. If businesses can now easily communicate with anyone around the world,
Yeah.
imagine how much that could change.
Right? It's crazy to think about.
Like a whole new level of global collaboration.
Totally. And it's not even just about business.
Right.
Think about things like education
Uh-huh.
or just connecting with people from other cultures.
Yeah.
Could this lead to a more interconnected world, do you think?
It definitely has the potential, I think.
Yeah.
Like, imagine students being able to learn from teachers in other countries
Oh, wow.
without any language barriers,
That'd be amazing.
or people just sharing ideas and perspectives across cultures.
Yeah.
It could really help people understand each other better.
That's a really cool thought.
Yeah.
But we've been talking about all the positives.
Uh-huh.
Are there any, like, downsides to this kind of technology?
You're right. No technology is perfect.
Exactly.
One thing to think about is bias.
Oh,
AI systems are trained on data.
right.
And if that data has biases in it,
Mm-hmm.
those biases can show up in the translations.
That makes sense. So it's
Oh.
important to make sure that data is diverse and unbiased.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's also important to remember that this technology is still evolving.
Yeah.
The translations can be really accurate,
Uh-huh.
but they might not always capture all the nuances of human language.
Right, like the little things.
Exactly.
So you can't just rely on AI for everything.
You still need human oversight for sure.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Cool.
Think of it as a tool to enhance communication,
Okay.
not completely replace it.
Got it.
So thinking about the bigger picture,
Mm-hmm.
what are some of the long-term implications of this?
Yeah, like how will it change how we work and interact in the future?
Well, it's hard to predict the future for sure,
Of course.
but we can look at what's happening now
Yeah.
and make some guesses.
Okay.
I think one potential shift is towards more remote work
Oh, interesting.
and collaboration.
Okay.
If language isn't a barrier anymore,
Yeah.
businesses could hire people from anywhere.
Wow, that would be huge.
It would open up so many opportunities.
Yeah, for people who maybe couldn't access certain jobs before.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it could also lead to more diverse workplaces.
Oh, I like that.
Imagine teams with people from all over the world
Yeah.
bringing all sorts of different perspectives and experiences.
I love that vision.
Yeah, it's like breaking down all these barriers
Mhm.
and creating a truly global workforce.
That's amazing.
And it's not just about work either.
Right.
Think about travel and tourism.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine being able to talk to locals wherever you go.
Without having to learn a new language.
Exactly. It can make travel so much easier
And more fun, for sure.
for everyone.
Okay, now I'm getting the travel bug.
That's great.
But seriously, this technology could have such a positive impact on so many things.
It really could. It's exciting to think about all the possibilities.
It is.
But like with any new technology,
yeah,
we have to be realistic.
right.
There are benefits and challenges.
Mhm.
We need to be aware of both.
I agree. And that's what makes this deep dive so interesting.
Yeah.
We're not just looking at the shiny new toy.
Right.
We're really digging into what it all means.
Exactly. It's a conversation that we're just starting.
Yeah,
As this technology keeps evolving, we'll need to keep talking about it,
for sure.
figure out how to use it responsibly and ethically.
Well said. And I think that's a great way to transition into our final segment. We'll wrap things up and give you something to think about. Okay, so we've talked a lot about CallFluent AI in this deep dive.
We have.
The good and the bad.
Yeah.
Seems like it could really change how we talk to each other.
For sure. Especially on a global scale.
Totally.
It's been a really interesting conversation.
Yeah, it has.
We've seen how CallFluent AI could change so much.
Mm-hmm.
Customer service business, how we do business around the world, even education.
Yeah, even travel for fun.
Exactly. The possibilities are huge.
It feels like things are about to change big time in how we communicate.
Yeah, I think so.
But like you always say with new technology, we got to think about what it all means.
Absolutely got to look at the downsides too.
So what are your big takeaways from all this?
Well, one of the most important things for me is balance.
Okay.
CallFluent is awesome for breaking down language barriers,
Right.
but it's important to remember it's just a tool.
Okay.
It's not meant to replace actually talking to people.
Right.
It's about making those conversations better and easier.
Yeah, like using CallFluent to build a bridge.
Exactly.
But then we have to walk across that bridge ourselves.
To make those real connections.
Right. Exactly.
And as this technology keeps getting better, we need to talk about it more.
yeah, have those tough conversations.
Make sure it's being used the right way.
For good, not for bad.
Exactly.
Speaking of using it for good,
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting what that CEO said in the video
Oh, yeah.
about how customer satisfaction went up.
Right alongside all the other benefits.
Totally. Like it wasn't just about saving money and time,
It was about making customers happier, too.
which at the end of the day is what matters.
Yeah, technology should help people.
Exactly. And in this case, CallFluent is doing that.
By helping businesses take care of their customers.
Yeah, no matter what language they speak.
It's like a whole new level of understanding.
Between people and businesses and just people in general.
Imagine the impact on different cultures.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
But like we've been saying, it's up to us to make sure it's used for good.
And that everyone benefits.
Exactly.
This deep dive has been mind-blowing.
It has.
And I'm sure our listeners have tons of thoughts.
I bet they do.
So what do you think, listeners?
Yeah. What are your thoughts on CallFluent AI?
How do you think it'll change the world?
Share your ideas with us.
On our website, by email, on social media.
We love hearing from you.
This has been a great discussion.
It has.
And we hope it's made you think about the future of communication.
And if you're interested in CallFluent AI,
Definitely check out that free trial.
yeah, the link is in the show notes.
It's important to stay informed about all this new technology.
Ask questions and talk about what it all means.
The future is up to us.
Well said.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into CallFluent AI.
It's been a pleasure.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep connecting.